Hello, how are you all doing today? Today is our first day of our, I guess, lockdown here in Honolulu, in Oahu. So I'm at home. Yeah. We're not supposed to go out unless it's essential. And there's a list. So I'm trying to be a good citizen and stay home. Luckily, you guys, I finished my condo yesterday. So I put the keys inside the lockbox for my realtor and I left it as that. So it's been really stressful. I think for all of us, right? Maybe you're way better, luckier than me. I mean, but for where I work in the travel industry. So right now we're shut down. So something at work. So anyway, here in Honolulu, for the past couple of days, it's been hard. I've been off since like Thursday. So I was rushing during the apartment, and of course everything went wrong. But I just wanted to get it done because they were gonna shut down and everything like that, and the timing is really bad. So I'm not expecting anything big. But if I don't try, and I have a really good realtor, and I really like him and I think he'll try. And Hawaii got new rules like we are not allowed, foreign investors, I guess they're not allowed to buy property or something here in Hawaii. Because I guess we have so many vacant, expensive properties that a lot of foreigners own and they don't even live there. So, during this whole coronavirus thing, before we got to this lockdown, so when I was off like on Wednesday, it was really interesting. They said over the weekend they had like even like Ige, he had asked people to stay home or whatever, less than 10 people and stuff like that. So no groups of 10. But it was really annoying that all these cruise ships were still coming in. And every time they said the cruise ships wasn't going to come in, they still came in for something. Either someone was sick or mechanical, and things like that. And of course, you know how that is. And but the irritating thing is flights were still coming in. And at last week, it seemed like a lot of our coronavirus patients or the people turning up positive were travel related. More and more, slowly they were getting more community ones, but the travel one was coming in. So that was pretty bad. So it was really annoying for us people here in Hawaii, the locals, the residents. I'm sure you would feel the same, that they were asking us to stay home, but the tourists were everywhere. I mean, look at my video. Look, so you can see, right by Alamona Beach Park, they blocked it off, but the tourists were. I saw this man actually just like hopping over the fence. I couldn't believe he was just hopping over the fence. He could care less. But then the beach is open, but the park, so it's kind of confusing, I mean, so it just gets confusing. And people here are still buying, like, we're never ever going to see food again. I finally found one bag of rice over at Niki. It just so happened I was passing Niki Market. So I went over there, and of course, good thing had my mom's rice that she likes. My mom likes that premium rice, that kind of, it's a little bit more expensive. The only thing is we usually buy it on sale for like 20 something bucks a bag, but there was no sale. So I had to pay the 34 bucks at Nijia, but they had more expensive rice. They had like tamaki rice for like 40 bucks. I don't know if they have it this week. But I was shocked because it's so, what's just annoying is because the tourists were in our face. You see them riding the beaky bike. They were scooting by on their mopeds everywhere. They were just everywhere. Like, the residents need to go to the supermarket, but the tourists start going to places like supermarkets and stuff because the activities are starting to close down. But so we would have jobs. Or I'm on vacation, I guess I gotta use my vacation pay. So for us to not have jobs and stuff like that, being told to stay off the street while we had all these tourists just taking over our streets, it felt like, or they had the right to, and flocking our supermarkets. And of course, nothing against them, but it's just really hard for us to not get anxiety when at first we're told this is all travel related. a lot of travel related people. So I'm not speaking for everybody in Hawaii, but that's how I felt. I'm like, okay, I feel like it's supposed that a lot of the problems we were having, a chunk of it was from visitors or people who came back home from somewhere else. And so it's just annoying, that you're standing there and you're seeing all these tourists, and of course they're the young ones, that just go out and buy these cheap packages. I'm so insensitive of companies to have sold cheap packages to get away and go to Hawaii and would just make us all sick, And so, and I know they didn't mean to. It's just, can't help it. It just happens. I mean, we already have like over 70 now, as of today. And probably got a lot more because they did a free testing on Saturday or something in Honolulu. I was driving by, it's by Kaka'ako, and I heard 1,000, like over 1,000 turned out. I mean, I saw cars all lined up like blocks, and people were actually like sleeping in it. And I felt so bad because if we had the virus, I don't know, who knows, we might have it, right? But say if you had it and you had 103-degree fever, I don't know if I want to be sitting in a car in that line. I might be like dying, right? I mean, so I don't know. It's just so messed up, But one thing I think we do realize is that the United States just needs to start making our own stuff. Yeah, we need to start depending on China and other places for a lot of things, especially like these masks. I mean, it's so great for all those companies. I mean, to turn around with their production and make other things, like Elon Musk was making the vents now, right? The ventilators or whatever. That's just terrific. Or like in the whiskey company, was it Kohala, whatever, there's this whiskey company in Hawaii or something, and they started to make alcohol sanitizer instead. Yeah. And that was so cool because the guys were like retired military. They knew how to do all that stuff, and they're helping the community, just wonderful. But we are capable to do more things, but we need to stop depending on everybody else. I think we have to. I think in times like this, I think we've all learned a valuable lesson about how vulnerable we are. We should just be prepared a little bit more because we seem to be having more disasters, and now I'm sure this is probably not going to be the last time we get something like this. This is probably, to me, like a warning that we got to just be prepared, because I'm shocked. I mean, but they've had things like this way back in the day, wasn't it? Like the flu, they had that whole thing. I mean, you can read all the stories now. They had the polio, all that test, that illnesses, viruses that now we have treatment and vaccine and shots for, right? This was all here. I saw in the news, and actually, look, this guy was in front of me, this guy in this car. I think that's where he was going. It was on Saturday. I think they had a convoy telling all the tourists to go home from the airport all the way through Waikiki, about 150 cars or something like that. And it's hard not to blame them. I mean, because I felt like the governor was more concerned over revenue than people's health, or he couldn't make a decision. And that's how it started to feel, that the lieutenant governor, who is also a physician, is the one who was pushing for the closure. And thank goodness. But you know what's irritating? The airport's still open till Thursday. I can understand outbound, but I don't think they should have inbound. I mean, but he did make it where they're going to be quarantined for 14 days, but it doesn't happen till Thursday. So all the tourists could have still came in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So how do you, he said it doesn't count for the tourists that came already. So how are you going to know the difference between the tourists that are quarantined and the tourists that get to go out, which is really dumb, just because they missed it by 2 days or whatever. I mean, if that's the case, I think you should tell them over there, the airlines should stop all this. But why would they want to come if they got to stay in their hotel room for 2 weeks, right? I get the local residents or the returnees want to come back, but don't go anywhere, you guys. Try not to go on trips. My girlfriend told me she came back from Vegas on March 11 or something. I told her, are you crazy? What would make you do something like that? What's in your head? Why would you do that knowing what's going on? And she was like, I go, nothing. I'm not scolding her like mean. I just don't want anything to happen to her. My girlfriend had stage 4 lymphoma. You know, she's her and her husband had some kind of cancer too. And they have a little child. And they have nobody else here. I mean, that's irresponsible, I had told her. It's irresponsible, especially as a parent to a young child, right? If both of them pass, they're both over 50, right? Both parents over 50. They both have underlying conditions. You're really going to risk yourself for making your son an orphan at such a young age, or given to another family member to be taken care of? No, I told you, you got to think like that. Even if you think you may not get it, you might. You might. Like me, I might. So, I mean, every minute I think, oh, was that a cough or whatever, right? So anyway, other than that, so with the apartment, you guys, so the apartment, sorry, I was just getting way too comfortable. So for the apartment, I finally finished it. It's not the greatest, you know, I really wanted my mom to come and take a look at it, but bye apartment. Bye. I grew up here. It's kind of sad, you know, but it is what it is, and trying not to make too much of a big deal about it. But it is sad when you have to close a chapter in your life, you know, but again, it's for good reason. Yeah? So, you guys, let's all pray that I sell. Okay. Bye. Bye, apartment. There was no opportunity because I just thought it was a little bit risky for her to be out there. And that's another thing. Ever since, you know, like from last week, end of last week, or beginning of this week, she's just been super, super cranky. When I'm not here, I think she picks on my son quite a bit. He just probably eventually just wants to get out of here. Just avoids her altogether. Their relationship is not that good, I think. Sometimes good, sometimes not, depend on her mood. I think he tries, but she's quite a moody person, especially I think because she's bored. So watching the news all the time, that maybe it's hard because you want to know what's going on. Yeah, I do read that worldometer all the time, and it really sucks because I keep clicking the active cases, you can see, and I think US is going to be number one. Yeah, I think US is going to be number one. In fact, I don't know if we're already number one today because we were only 5,000 behind. Only 5,000 behind yesterday. And that's not too good. What's confusing is they say this is how much cases we had, okay? Remember that this number here is not active. This is how many total we had, okay? So if you scroll down, this is that worldometer by country, see? So you see how China is top? Okay, so they have the most total cases, okay? But I like to go here where it says active cases. That way I can see what's, ooh. Oh, wow, Italy went up too. See, we're butt up to Italy. Look at our active. Oh, gosh, that's terrible. It was about 45,000 yesterday. Serious, but you know what's the most scary part? Oh, Italy, poor thing. This is so horrible. Yeah, it just brings, wow. Wow. Oh my God, this is our new cases. Not today we had almost 10,000 in a day. 5,000 Italy had. Oh my God, more testing maybe is going on or something. Oh God, I hope these are spring break people. Total death. Okay, I hate to say it, but I'm glad our total death is not too high. Yeah, and our serious. Oh gosh, people, this is terrible. We had 133 more. Oh my God, but Italy, France, oh my God, death. Look at that. So yeah, this is what I look at, and you can scroll by total deaths, new cases, and on, any of these here. One thing, things to keep busy while you are at home. Well, one thing for Netflix, I did find some very fun shows to watch. It's called Self-Made Madame C.J. Walker. It's the Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madame C.J. Walker, and the actress on that one, her name is Octavia Spencer. Is that how you say it? Oh, she was so good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It is for mature audiences, so maybe not the real young ones. I don't recall anything being that bad, but maybe there's some flirting, I guess. I'm not sure. Was there any sex? I can't remember if there was any sex. There was this other weird show that I watched. It was called 37 Seconds. It's like foreign film. This might be funny. I thought it was kind of quirky. It was about it's Japanese and it has subtitles, but the girl has cerebral palsy, and it's called 37 Seconds because I guess that's how long she stopped breathing when she was, I guess, in the womb of her mother, and that's why she had cerebral palsy. Had this mother who was very kind but does everything for her, and the girl just kind of wanted to explore on her own. And she was a really good manga artist, so like cartoon artist. And the girl she was doing cartoons with was kind of like not a cool girl. Like, she had a YouTube channel and she was like the face because she was cute, beautiful, and everything. And the girl with cerebral palsy, she wasn't like unattractive. I think it just was harder for her to meet guys or have guys attracted to her, and her face wasn't like super like what anyone would think would be cute, right off the bat. But for me, when I watch her as a character, she becomes really cute to me, right? But anyway, she goes over, she takes on this struggle, she's strong girl. From there, she realizes, I'm tired of working for this YouTube girl. This girl just hides her and takes all the glory. So she goes to this, she saw like a bunch of these Japanese comics, but they're adult comics, adult comics. So she looks in the back and she starts calling these places, and she goes for interview at one of the places, and the lady she meets is super nice, and she tells her, I love your pictures and everything, they're really good, but have you had any sex? And then the young girl's like, no. She goes, okay, well, have you ever been close to a guy? No. And she was saying that you can't really write about that unless you've experienced it, right? Which is true, right? Going to China and reading about China are two different things, right? That's why for me, firsthand experience is probably the best. I mean, you can read about what you're gonna do and all that kind of stuff, but you're really not gonna know what really happens unless you go through it yourself, right? It's kind of like when your mom or your parents told you not to do this and that because blah, 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 blah. So then you do it and then, you learn, but then you'll never do it again. It's one of those things. So anyway, so she goes and she starts investigating porn. She subscribes to Japanese porn. She starts, that's where you probably don't want to say it. So she has a lot of, there's nudity in this one, yeah. So she looks at porn and stuff like that. And then she just goes through all this stuff, yeah. And her mom can't handle it and stuff. So, but it's kind of exciting to see a girl like that. But she's strong. She's strong. And she explores and she has fun, and I just thought it was a really cute, good feeling movie for me. Okay, I told you I'm just a little bit different though, but I enjoyed that a lot. So I like that one, and I really like the one I told you about, the CJ Walker Self-Made. So that was good. So it's called Self-Made CJ Walker. Yeah, that was really good. Very, very scared. Yeah. So hopefully I can get my mom back on. Yeah, we'll see when she's feeling a little bit better. I'm not sure what would, maybe because she couldn't go out and eat sukiyaki for a while. You know, she likes dining, yeah. And I think she probably misses my brother quite a bit, so that's kind of hard. So anyway, you guys, you have a nice week, I guess. Exercise, eat well, I guess, but at home. I like to try some of the takeout stuff, but that does get kind of pricey, yeah. Some they said they have free delivery, but I think the price of the food is probably higher, so gotta go check that out. But I will check up on you guys later. Yeah, nothing much going on here again, but you guys stay safe and please, if you can, avoid any kind of traveling if you have no restrictions in your town or your country, because it's just, who knows what's gonna happen. I don't know, did we think it was gonna get this big? It's moving pretty fast. I mean, just the other day I was thinking, oh my God, pretty soon it's gonna be 500,000. Look where we are now. So anyway, you guys take care. Again, you can read that thing on the Worldometer, okay? And keep safe. You guys keep busy. I guess it's time to clean the house, yeah, if you're home. Don't forget to apply for your unemployment if you have to, yeah. The site was down, I think, or had problems for 2 days, but I saw on the news this morning that it should work. So I looked at it this morning, and it's open 24 hours, I think, online. You can't drop off anymore. So you can fill out the paperwork online now. Gosh, who thought this would come to this, right? But oh well. Okay, so you guys take care, and try not to stress out as much as me. I think it's just the anxiety, trying to learn how to handle the anxiety of the unknown and stuff. But at least I don't have to scrub any paint right now and stuff. Although I will start my new project in this house when I feel a little bit better. And maybe when I have some money again. I don't have any money now. I just have debt because now I gotta pay all that stuff at the apartment, yeah. So let's pray that I sell. I don't know if people are buying at the time like this. I would think that if you wanted a unit and your job is still steady, you probably might, because the interest rate went down, right? So I would. That's me. So I'm hoping that serious kind of people like me would still be looking. For me, if I was looking for something, and if I had, my job was good and my husband's job was good, I probably would take an opportunity for a time like this, because sometimes you get good deals, you know, at times like this, right? And if you're thinking of something for yourself, somebody might have to give up something for times like this, where you can receive something good at a time like this, yeah? Always got to be ready. Always got to be ready. That's what I believe. Always be prepared for who knows what. Okay? So you guys take care, and if you get a fever or something, make sure you get checked, okay? And I will have to, tonight, I'm going to start reading my comments. Finally going to sit down. Sorry, I've just been so awful at it. Been distancing myself, not on purpose, but I think my whole mind was so preoccupied with the coronavirus thing that I was just in depression. Well, plus the queen over there is just causing such a dark cloud at home right now. And it's probably not her fault, but it's hard. It's hard when, you know what dark clouds do sometimes. So I don't know, maybe my brother, I'm gonna request, maybe send mom a box or something. I don't know, make her happy. I don't know, anything. Give her a toy, whatever it would be. A call. Just give mom a call, like every 2 days. Check in, just say a joke or something. Just anything, please. Because for some reason, just hearing your voice lights her up like a candle. Just tell her, oh, I bet your hair look nice or something. You know, she needs you. You know how she is. Okay, so that is my request. And you guys have a, again, for the millionth time, let's survive. We'll see. I'll talk to you later this week, okay? All right, bye.